Update. My 25 female husband's 28 male friend, 28 female, told him that I'm cheating on him and that it is best to open our relationship and that she could help us. Original post. It all started a few weeks ago when we were having dinner with some friends, and one of them in particular began to joke that after 13 years together, surely one of us already got bored of the other. And she, 28 female, said that surely the one who got bored first was me, 25 female, because I'm the attractive one in the relationship. I know that it affected my husband, 28 male, because that night, he joked that he was actually lucky that I paid attention to him. But I thought at that moment that he would just forget about it. But he didn't. He started asking me all the time if I love him, if I'm happy with him, if I would change something about our relationship, and things like that. And yesterday while we were talking about it, I told him that I would not change him for anything or anyone. And he started crying, which was really weird because he rarely cries, and I didn't like seeing him like this. So I spoke with his sister whom he is really close. She told me that for weeks, one of our friends has been telling him that he should prepare for the day that I cheat on him or leave him. And she also told him that she thinks I'm already seeing someone else. That if he wants it to be less painful for him, it's best to open the relationship. That if he wants, she and her boyfriend can help us open our marriage, since it would be easier because we both know them. That this will help us because we will be able to experiment with more people. And I will not get bored of him. And he will also be able to have fun with her like the lifelong friends they are. According to his sister, he told her that he hates those things, but if I want to do it, he will let me experiment with more people. And to be honest, I hate everything that has to do with open relationships too. If you like it, great, but it's not my thing. And I thought that I was always clear with that. That's why I don't even know why that friend said that. She has an open relationship, but she was never one of those people who wants everyone to be like them. She used to respect us, so I don't know what happened. How can I make him understand that she lied about me because she probably just wants to sleep with him? Now for the top advice before reading the update. Y'all got together when you were 12 and he was 16? 12 and 15. My best friend's daughter, now 21, got together with her boyfriend when they were in 5th grade as boyfriend and girlfriend. So 11-12, but not sexually until late high school. They've been together ever since. Sometimes it just works out that way. Same for us. We were only romantically involved and it was that way until I was 16. She's saying all of it because it's a power trip. She's jealous of you and wants to hurt you by showing you she can get with your husband. Talk to your husband. Tell him you know what she's been saying and that you are hurt, disgusted, and betrayed by her behavior. Calmly and gently tell him his doubts in you and your commitment hurt. That you mean it when you tell him he is the love of your life and you meant your vows. If he meant his, he goes no contact with his horrible friend. Now. That you feel a bit betrayed that he didn't immediately talk to you when she started manipulating him and trying to brainwash him to destroy his marriage. Block now, and she does not deserve an explanation. With friends like that, who needs enemies? Husband should not have listened to her and talked to his wife instead. This is how distrust starts to brew. Sounds like you need a new group of friends, because I have no idea why you're still entertaining them. And when you take your exit, you should punch whomever it is in the face for putting these accusations out there. Jokes aside, I don't know how you could maintain a friendship with these types of people who throw your damn marriage into a spiral. Would not even be a second thought to me. They're out of my life for good if they're making false accusations against me. Okay, let's review. 1. She injects insecurity into your husband, basically telling him that you either will cheat or have cheated or want to cheat, and there's no reason for you to stay with him. 2. She tells him that, reading between the lines, an open relationship is the only way to handle that without losing you in the process. 3. She tells him that her and her partner are the way to start getting into open relationships. Seems to me she's a freaking snake who just wants to bang your hubby, but knows he's too good a man to cheat on you. What you do is end a friendship with her. Tell your husband that as far as you are concerned, the only threat to the marriage is the BS she's saying. You don't want an open relationship. You want him. And she knows that. So for her to say these things says to you that she has an ulterior motive. And for that reason, you suggest that you and he, as a couple, end that friendship. She lied because she wants your husband. Ask him if he ever would have thought all of those things from anything you yourself have said or done. If you have been consistently faithful, loving, and happy with him, why would she repeatedly tell him otherwise? If she had his best interest truly at heart, wouldn't she be trying to bolster his confidence and encourage his marriage? Instead, she is undermining his confidence and placing doubt in his mind, things that can easily push a marriage into trouble. See if you can get him to see that her behavior is not that of a friend. It is the behavior of a person with an agenda, who doesn't care if they hurt others. And now for the update. I talked to my husband and he told me everything she told him. Apparently, she's been telling him for months that he is not attractive enough to keep me for long, that love is not everything and that looks are important to everyone, and that people who say they don't care about beauty are lying. And that angered me so much, because for me, my husband is really beautiful, and I love him more than anyone in this world. If it wasn't like that, I wouldn't have been with him for 13 years, and she knows that. And the worst part is that my husband believed her because she destroyed his self-esteem with all those things that are not true, just because she wanted to sleep with him. And one of her partners, who I think she said in his late 40s or something, with me. Or at least that's what she said. She has 2 boyfriends or whatever, and one of them apparently knows me. I don't know how, because we never met him. And he told her that he would like to know if he could have a chance with me. That's why she's been messing with my husband's mind all these months. That's what she told us when we confronted her. She also admitted that she likes my husband, not romantically, but physically. And that's why she also wanted to convince him to sleep with her, because she has liked him for years. Honestly, I don't understand anything about that world of having 2 or more partners. And I'm not interested in knowing anything either. I just know that I find it disgusting. If you want to have a harem, that's up to you. Personally, I don't want that, and I find it disgusting that they don't understand it. Like, respect the people that don't like that. Is that so difficult to understand? She apologized many times, but my husband didn't forgive her, and I don't intend to forgive her either. She behaved like an idiot, and it is impossible for her to win back our trust. On the other hand, my husband and I are fine. Of course, we had a lot of talks about what happened these last few weeks and about our relationship, but we're fine, and that's all that matters to me, that our little family's well, for us and for our children. Block her and everything, both of you. Cut her out of your lives. Agree. These are not the actions of a friend. Cast this viper out of your midst. Also, make sure to drag her on main, because I bet your husband's ear isn't the only ear she was dripping venom into. Additionally, and this will require a more deft touch, you have to address your husband problem. We all have insecurities, but he allowed his to go on for months and take complete control and undermine your trust. He was apt to pray for this, apparently. Maybe he could have resisted, maybe he was powerless. Point is, he fell for it and it can happen again. He needs to work that out by himself, as in get some therapy. I'm really happy to hear of this outcome and that the cooler heads have prevailed. She is a snake. She was more than happy to break up a 13-year-long relationship, just so that one of her F-buddies could have a chance with you. This is not just behaving like an idiot. This is very insidious behavior. Please cut her off from your immediate and extended family completely. You would need to let all your friends and family know exactly what she did. Don't think of having mercy on her or let this slide. She certainly wasn't thinking about that when she was trying to poison your marriage. The reason why you would want this to be known far and wide, because if she did this to you without compunction, she may very well do it again and again with other couples that are happily together. She may be more than happy to leave broken marriages in her path for her own personal pleasure. Next story. My best friend confessed feelings to my girlfriend and now she wants to cut him out of our life. I said our life and not mine because she says she cannot control me, but she never wants to be around him anymore. So if she and I are together, she doesn't want to see him. She also says I should really think how good of a friend he is, if he is confessing feelings and saying I love you to his best friend's girlfriend and future wife. I, 28 male, have been dating my girlfriend, 30 female, for 2 years now. And honestly, it's the best relationship of my life. We have discussed engagement and marriage, and have also met each other's families. My best friend, 27 male, on the other hand, is someone I have known for almost 8 years, and even lived with him for 4 years. In fact, that's how I met him, as roommates. Till 2 days ago, I never would have suspected that he saw my girlfriend in any other way than his best friend's girlfriend and would be life partner. But yesterday night, my girlfriend came home from office and said we need to talk and told me what had transpired. My girlfriend and my best friend's office buildings are in the same tech park, so they occasionally see each other. And that's why when my best friend joined her when she was having tea, it didn't surprise her. But what he said surprised her though. He told her that he was harboring a crush on her since I introduced them, and he could no longer keep it to himself since we were discussing getting engaged. He said he owed it to himself to tell her. My girlfriend told him to F off and walked away. She also blocked him immediately on every platform. Then she told me. I asked my best friend what happened and he admitted to it, but also said he never asked her to cheat on me. He was just confessing his feelings. My girlfriend, on the other hand, says there was no point confessing his feelings, and he definitely didn't have noble intentions as he claims. She says she doesn't want anything to do with him because he betrayed both of us and disrespected our relationship. I am a little torn here. Of course, I am angry at him, but I also have a lot of history with the guy. Would appreciate some advice. Thank you. Now for the top advice before the mini update. Your girlfriend did exactly what one should do if they are in a committed relationship. And yes, she is right in cutting him out of her life and your joint life. And she is also right that you should seriously consider cutting him from your life as well. Actually, let's put it another way. If you don't cut him from your life, can you ever really trust him? And on top of that, your girlfriend will probably end up leaving you over it. Sounds like he would rather have a crappy friend than a good girlfriend/wife. She's most upset about how disrespectful it is to OP. Sounds like a great woman. Hope he realizes that. How many people would do what she did in this situation? LMFAO. Dude has a golden life partner, and he's worried about this piece of turd friend who wants his girl. Man, I wish my ex did that when his best friend confessed his feelings to him. It didn't matter that his best friend was male and that my ex was straight. It still bothered me to no end when my ex put his friend's needs over mine, just because they were best friends. It's awkward as hell when I'm on the couch with my head on my ex's shoulder, and a best friend sits on the other side of him and does the same. This was a constant thing, and I definitely hated his friend's attitude towards me when all three of us hung out. Hurt a lot because he was my friend too. We might have stayed together if it weren't for his friend. I asked my best friend what happened, and he admitted but also said he never asked her to cheat on me. He was just confessing his feelings. This expressing your feelings thing has really gotten ridiculous as of late. You have rationality to gauge whether your emotions are valid or not, and just kill it right there and then if it's not productive to harbor. Can you imagine pedos just go up to kids and express their feelings? Mini update. Thank you guys. I accept I was being a tool in how I responded to the situation. He was my best friend, but in this case, he behaved like a stranger who had absolutely no concern or respect for my relationship. It will be hurtful to let the friendship go, but I know this is what needs to happen. As for my girlfriend, I will apologize to her for being a tool, and maybe take her for a weekend pampering session. She's the best. Last story. I don't feel comfortable attending friend group's game night anymore, after a female friend confessed her love for my boyfriend and I'm feeling very conflicted. This girl messaged him the other night point blank, saying that she loves my 28 female, boyfriend 32 male in a non-platonic way. Boyfriend and I share a phone, so I saw the message pop up and let him know what I saw. He seemed kind of surprised but not bothered by it like I was. He said it's normal for people to develop crushes when spending time and having fun together, which sure I agree with, but love? It makes me feel uncomfortable, and I said I didn't want to go to the next game night because I feel like boundaries have been crossed. I feel like I'm going crazy because I'm the only one who finds this really weird and uncomfortable. When I told my boyfriend I'm not going to go and that I'm not going to force any decision on him, he opted for canceling game night instead as we have it at our house. I feel like this is a bit of a cop-out for not dealing with it and setting boundaries with this person. It makes me feel like a prick. I said I could put my feelings aside and that I don't want to ruin things for others, but he insisted he doesn't want me to have to do that. Now he changed his mind and wants to go ahead with it, but I definitely don't feel like going if she's going to be there, and nothing has been resolved. I'm confused and just really need some outside opinions. Thanks. He needs to shut her down immediately and be very clear with her so there is no misunderstanding. That is on him. I would not be comfortable with it, but I certainly wouldn't let her be near him without me around. Good point. It will be an anxious and weird time, but I think I would feel even more anxious if I wasn't there to see what's up. I'm surprised because she didn't seem like the type of person to do that, and I'm worried that boyfriend won't shut it down properly for convenience sake. I guess time will tell. Thanks. 2 things. 1. Doesn't she know you two share a phone? 2. Off topic. But why do you two share phones? I feel like she may know since he's forgotten to switch out of my account in the group chat and messaged. I feel like it's come up that this is the case, since it makes coordinating with a group harder, but I can't say for sure if she does. If my partner didn't shut someone down immediately in these circumstances, I'm afraid I'd be suspicious something had already happened between them. Okay, your feelings are valid, but I think you're going about this slightly wrong. This girl knows your boyfriend is taken, so there was nothing for her to gain by declaring her love for him. This isn't a simple crush. I'm assuming she's in her mid-20s. She should have outgrown this mentality of, oh, I'm in love with this person who is in a steady relationship. I must tell him. Her behavior will only get her hurt. Either she wins your boyfriend, gaining an untrustworthy man, or he refuses her advances. Things get awkward and she loses 2 friends, you and boyfriend. Either outcome is a net negative for her. The game is held at your house. I don't think you should stop attending game night in your own home, because that's punishing you. You also should not cancel game night, because that's punishing everyone. This friend needs to be banned from game night for a specific period of time. Restore her invitation upon receipt of a genuine apology directed to you and your boyfriend. This seems like the right answer. She's been going through a hard time lately, so maybe it was a moment of crappy judgment, but it's still uncool. I'm going to present this as the option to my boyfriend that makes the most sense. It's super childish, and I don't want to just brush this under the rug.